bedroom, with faces dim and names I can't recall. Some woman with a golden ring, she comes to comb my hair, and she dresses me, and she walks me down the hall. Well, I can still put one foot before the other, if someone points the way for me to go. Today the sun is shining, and a crowd has gathered round. They put circles of red flowers on the stones. Raise your flask, aim your rifles high. I've had a dream, I've seen we three should have no fear at all. You'll die in Kenora, Billy, you Jim in Winnipeg, and I will end my days in Montreal. Old Jim Rankin stood behind me in the tunnel, spat on his bayonet and wiped it with his hand. And he rocked from heel to heel, blew out his cheeks and whistled while we waited for the signal to advance. Oh, Jimmy Rankin, he was 20, and we thought him an old man. He said he'd fathered children by the score, by girls back in Winnipeg and girls in Calais, and he bragged, by God, there'd be 100 more. Raise your flask, aim your rifles high. I've had a dream, I've seen we three should have no fear at all. You'll die in Kenora, Billy, you Jim in Winnipeg, and I will end my days in Montreal. And Billy Whitefish from Kenora, jet black hair and eyes like coal, we all called him Chief behind his back. Well, he never smiled or laughed or joked or spoke that much at all. He just sat and smoked while we waited to attack. They poured shells over our heads into the hillside, and 30 yards our kit and boots were full of mud. As we made the ridge, Jimmy went down on both knees, and he coughed into his sleeve, and there was blood. Raise your flask, aim your rifles high. I've had a dream, I've seen we three should have no fear at all. You'll die in Kenora, Billy, you Jim in Winnipeg, and I will end my days in Montreal. The last sound I ever heard was an explosion, and bodies flew like apples thrown by boys at play. When I could see again, I was alone. Jimmy wasn't there, and a crater marked the hillside where he lay. And Billy Whitefish from Kenora wound up in a German trench where he captured their machine gun all alone. And he held them off until his ammunition was all spent, and they swarmed around and they hacked him to the bone. Raise your flask, aim your rifles high. I've had a dream, I've seen we three should have no fear at all. You'll die in Kenora, Billy, you Jim in Winnipeg, and I will end my days in Montreal. Now every day I still remember what I told them, my two friends who that day from this earth were torn. And the craters and the trenches where they died now bear the names of the cities and the towns where they were born. Raise your